welcome back to my channel. Before we start with crafting, I wanted to mention that this video is part of the challenge hosted by my good friend Sonja over at Domestic Diva 76, and she hosts these type of challenges seasonally, and for this month she invited me to be her co-host, and of course I said yes. I love Trash the Treasure challenges and I love her. She's such a sweet and friendly person and very talented. On her channel you can find anything from thrifting, from all kinds of recipes, cleaning motivation, but she does great furniture transformation and great DIYs. So make sure to go ahead and check out my description box down below, click on the link and you're gonna find her channel. And make sure to check it out. I'm sure you're gonna love it. So like I said, this video is a Trash the Treasure video. Now, because of the situation we're all in, this video is going to be a little bit different, so we can't just go ahead and go thrifting or yard selling or whatever we usually do. So unless we have something already in stash, we can just shop our home and see what we have that we want to make over. So I came up with 3 projects and I'm going to show you what I did. I really like how they turned out. There will be a playlist in the description box down below, as always. When it comes to these type of challenges, you can click on it and see many videos of many creators and see what they came up with. So let's go ahead and let's get started. For my first project, I saved these legs out of the old ottoman, and I'm gonna first take off the screws and also those protectors. I had a little trouble taking those protectors off. I used different tools, but I ended up taking them out. After that was done, I am about to hot glue these pieces together. I wanted to make sure these holes that each of these pieces have, where the screws used to be facing the same way, because I didn't mind covering them. And the way I'm putting these blocks or these legs together, I am actually putting them offset a little bit. I thought that would look cute. And then after all this was done, I'm about to paint it. I'm using Beverly chalk paint in a color silver lining, and I am dry brushing it all over. I am just going all over, especially dry brushing the edges, and I'm doing it until I was satisfied with it. After that, I'm using also Beverly chalk paint in a color mineral to dry brush it even further. And as you can see already, this is going to be a candle holder. I think it turned out really cute. Unfortunately, I did not have a proper candle, but at this time I did not bother to go out and purchase one. I think this one will do for now, or I can put a little succulent on top. It looks cute. For my second project, I'm using the bottom part, the plastic that the Ferrero Rocher chocolate came in, and I'm using this Krylon Fusion all-in-one spray paint in a color satin white, and I'm giving it 2 light coats. And after that was dry, I'm using Beverly chalk paints. One was color truffle and the other one was color mineral. I am diluting that with the water, and I'm going back and forth between these colors and trying to recreate the wood grain as much as I can. And I did it until I was completely satisfied with how it looks like. And I'm really sorry for the lighting in this video, especially in this project. It was very rainy that day and nothing really worked in this garage. That is actually where my workstation is, so I apologize again. As you can see over here, I am also dry brushing edges and distressing it even further.
I am using the 4 of the large beads from the Dollar Tree. You can see it was from the previous project, and I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in a color truffle to cover them, and I'm also using the 16 of the medium ones. When all of them were dry, I am using 4 of the big ones to put in the corners on the bottom to create mini legs. Next, I'm using this wire, and I am threading the medium-sized beads, 8 of them on each piece of wire, and that is gonna be my handles. I'm cutting the wire as much as I need, and I'm folding with my pliers the ends. I also added a little bit of hot glue inside of the last one in the hole to make sure they don't slide, because they started to slide off. After that was dried, I am attaching my handles to my mini tray with the hot glue. When that was dry, I am using the jute twine from the Dollar Tree, and I am gonna wrap it on a top portion of this tray. As you can see, there's a small indentation, or actually narrower part of this tray, so that is where I'm gonna attach this jute twine. I am adding just a little dab of hot glue here and there because it is plastic and I didn't want to melt it. I am also going around my handles to make sure everything is secured and nothing is shown and everything looks seamless. And now I'm using the same truffle paint going over the handles. I am correcting the imperfections because I didn't want them to be distressed. I left that dry overnight, and then the day after I'm using this Rust-Oleum enamel top coat, and I'm going over my tray. I wanted to protect the paint because this tray is going to be used and I want it to last. And this is how it turned out. This tray is super cute. I think it turned out so good. It is going to be used on my nightstand in a master bedroom for all the little things that I usually keep over there. And honestly, I would never tell this came out or this was before just a plastic Ferrero Rocher container. I love the way it turned out. Now for my last project. This was the lid from old candle that came from Aldi. I really liked the texture on it, so I decided to keep it. And now I'm using Waverly chalk paint in a color mineral, and I'm going over the lid and on the top and on the sides as well. It took 2 coats, and I used my hair dryer to speed up the drying process. After this was done, all dried, I am using the also Waverly chalk paint, but in a color a silver lining, to dry brush it on top. I wanted to achieve again that cement effect. I don't know why, but I'm into it right now. I really like that effect. Now I lost this footage, but I used this truffle paint from Waverly to dry brush this lid to make sure this texture and this beautiful design pop out even more. Now these large popsicle sticks came from Lowe's, I believe. I got them a long time ago. And then this is just a regular cardstock paper, cardboard paper. Now I'm cutting the ends. I wanted the straight ends on these popsicle sticks. I'm using my Exacto knife and I'm gonna link it in the description box. I love it. After all four were cut, I am just sanding lightly at the ends. And after I sanded all of them, now I'm using just regular craft paint in a color brown, water it down to make it look like a stain, and I stain all of them just on one side. The other side was gonna be glued anyway. Next step would be to take the cardboard paper, and I'm gonna lay down my popsicle sticks to create a frame, and I'm gonna just trace it and cut it out. Now this cardstock paper was white and looked a little bit plain, so I took the chalk paint by Waverly in a color Silver Lining and just lightly dry brushed it just to create some sort of lines on this paper, and I love how this turned out. And now I'm attaching the popsicle sticks. I'm creating the frame. First I'm putting it just on top, making sure everything is on the right place before I glue it down. I'm using my hot glue gun. That is what I love to use because it's easy, convenient, and it dries fast. After all this was dried, now I'm just gluing this lid on top. I had to work fast because it's metal and it dries fast. Guys, I love how this turned out. This looks so much more expensive than what it is. I actually set it down on this little holder that I made in my previous video. And yeah, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you like this piece, or actually all of these, and which one was your favorite? As you can see over here, the candle holder can be set this way, or I can turn it upside down and it can be set this way. I like it both ways.
And that's it for today's video. I really hope you liked my project. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and as always, if you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. And if you're not part of my channel, if you're new, welcome. I really hope you will decide to stick around and click the red subscribe button. If you're not new, I want to thank you for being here, for supporting me. It means so much to me. Thank you, Sonja, for allowing me to be your co-host for this month. I had so much fun working with you. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Make sure to stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!